people having guns, like they like, oh, my dad got this revolver, check it out. Like I've seen people's family guns and shit.
Okay.
People playing with it. I remember hearing about a kid in school that killed himself.
Okay.
And alleged, I don't know, because I was a kid, so it was allegedly because it's some kid story, but allegedly he was playing Russian roulette and shot himself.
Okay.
But most of the time, whenever a gun was involved, it was usually like a suicide. It was them killing themselves. It wasn't like they was like, they went upset and they went to go shoot a bunch of people.
Okay.
And
So,
what I'm saying, back in the day, they didn't have the safe spaces and none of that shit. Motherfuckers was getting bullied on a regular.
Bro, how many fucking outlets are there now these days where a motherfucker who's feeling neglected or bullied or slighted or abused or whatever, just feeling like they can't fit in? How many avenues are there for a motherfucker to say, hey, I'm feeling a little something like this? Like, why motherfucker got to do it this way?
Right. Like,
so you kind of hit on something earlier. You saying, they had a manifesto and, they said they about to do something big and shit like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then the weird part about that whole situation is, I mean, I get it, there's an investigation that got to be done and all that stuff.
Sure.
But, how long is that investigation going to be? Because they killed the only suspect.
Okay.
The only other person to ask is the person that they sent the text message to, but literally that's one text message.
Right.
Like they might question them about other stuff that they talked to prior to that.
Right.
But outside of that text message and then whatever conversations they might have had, then what else is there? Yeah, they might interview other people that knew her.
Right.
Or him or whatever. But that manifesto, so why can't they publish it? Like, what's going on? What's the deal with that? Like, what's, because that seems kind of sus to me. I mean? I'm like, bro, like, it's that person's past tense. That motherfucker's expired. So ain't no trial. Ain't no like, oh, whatever. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I ain't a lawyer, so I don't know how that
trial. They hit him with that Judge Dredd. They hit him with that Judge Dredd case.
They but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they just going to do an investigation, to give the families peace or something, or attempt to give them peace. But
they can try that whole closure bit and everything, and that. But the thing for me is, if they got a manifesto, don't go on record saying they got a manifesto. Open that motherfucker up and read that shit.
Yeah. Let me see what's in the manifesto, bro. Like, what's happening? Why? Because it's kind of weird that, like, if that was your intent and then you was wanting to commit suicide. Oh yeah, I went to this school and people bullied me at the school. Okay, so what? The people that bullied you don't go to that school right now, do they?
Okay.
And unless it was one of them 3 teachers that you shot, then
why you got to go out like that?
Yeah. So why you got to shoot the little kids? Why you got to go in there? Like, what do little kids do?
So this motherfucker who went up in this school, y'all, 28 years old, all right, shot 3 9-year-olds and shot 3 faculty members. So you telling me that somebody that's the third your age bullied you? You a grown ass motherfucker. What's your fucking problem?
And you best not be mad about something that happened 26 years ago.
I would be like, if you mad because one of them teachers, when y'all was in pre-K or whatever, when y'all was at the babysitter, they took your daggone juice box, and you still mad about that, motherfucker? You need help. You don't need like you need like the kind of help that only you need, because that's trifling as a motherfucker.
And I'm saying, like, it's I don't know. It didn't make no sense because like you could have went anywhere. If I read that there was like some legislation that was being passed against like trans people being able to be trans or something like that.
Okay.
And apparently they were upset about that, and I'm like, well, what that got to do with the school, bro? That's
Exactly.
The kids ain't make that call.
Exactly.
The teachers ain't make that call.
Okay.
You know? So who you targeting? Why you targeting them?
Exactly. So
You know,
go ahead, man.
That shit's like really low hanging fruit, bro. You even if you went to Walmart,
yeah,
versus like a school,
okay,
like come on, man, you making all that noise for nothing,
making a whole bunch of noise for nothing. You absolutely right. So on that note, Buck, while we're gonna take us a short break, but Chatt R Boxx Realm, when we come back, man, we're gonna talk about what Buck, you said something about legislation when we was talking earlier, you know,
right.
gun control, and we gonna talk about that and how, you know, every mass shooting in the past, I don't know, 10 years or so, legislation be talking about stiffer gun laws and shit like that. But Chatt R Boxx, we ain't done with this shit.
So get your tinfoil hats and join us, because you know what's about to go down now.
Shit about to get real. We about to talk about probably gonna fucking touch on the deep state and shit like that, because you know how
they're gonna be knocking at the door. The minute black gonna come and all that shit or whatever.
They gonna black side a motherfucker for it's over.
Like, hey, get off me.
Buck gonna be
not the bag.
He gonna be checking his mail, and all of a sudden the damn black van gonna pull up on him. They gonna shoot him in the neck with some tranquilizers. Roll him up in that motherfucker.
Get him in the sec.
All right, Chatt R Boxx Podcast. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna be right back after this brief, momentary, short message. Stay right there. And we are back. So, Chatt R Boxx Realm, Chatt R Boxx Podcast, Chatt Boxx Realm. We talking about this motherfucker up in Tennessee who thought it was a good idea to go up into a elementary school and take the lives of 3 children and 3 faculty members.
If fuck around and find out was a person.
If fuck around and find out was a motherfucking person. So there's all kind of speculation about this person's motives and shit like that. And, you know, depending on what site you go to, you know, you may see something about, the state of Tennessee was gonna, and I'm not quoting this Chatt Boxx Realm, so don't shoot the messenger. But if you mad about it, or if you want to talk to me about it, hit me up. You know my Instagram.
You know the DMs is open.
You already know, and y'all know where to find us. I ain't scared. I'm right here.
Express your outrage. You know what I'm saying? Because this is some fucked up shit, bro.
Let a motherfucker know how you feel, because I'm sure letting y'all know how I feel, because I got a 9-year-old.
Like the mad rapper always said, tell him why you really mad. Tell him why you really mad.
Mad, son. I mean, shit. I'm mad because I'm scared to send my fucking daughter to school.
Real talk.
I'm mad because I don't know if the teachers at my daughter's school are equipped. I don't know if the school is equipped. Now, I've been up to the school several times, and I give them credit, okay? They have taken steps to prevent these sort of things from happening. But I ain't gonna front, Buck. Outside of full on having police presence, fuck that. Outside of having some motherfucking Blackwater looking type of niggas standing on the block right outside the entrance to let a motherfucker know. Yeah. If thoughts could be seen as bubbles, that shit would definitely say fuck around and find out.
I'm just saying the fact that that's a thing that we need to do. You know what I'm saying? That as a country, man, we have fallen.
That is where we at, though, man. That is where we.
But like you said, I mean, I'm all for, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's some itchy trigger finger vets that's ready and willing to protect some kids, though.
I'm telling you.
I'm on board for that plan.
I'm down. You know what I mean? Bro, FJB, let me get up on that, all right?
Like, man, yo, bro, when's the last time you qualled? All right, bro, you'll get your chance today.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't dope with the pistol, but I'm pretty nice with a rifle. I'll bust a gun at a motherfucker. He'll know I shot his ass.
Oh no, I found my pistol.
Okay.
1911, bro. That 1911, bro. That joint is fire. I still got my first target from that bitch, and I was grouping like a motherfucker on that.
I'm sitting up here saying, man, I might. So my grouping needs some work. I might hit you in the lung, the liver, the pancreas, and the thing, but you gonna know you got fucked up.
Right.
You gonna know. I don't understand. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk conspiracy theory. Or you know what? Let's get back on task because we stepped off a little bit. Okay.
We you know how we jump off the deep end and shit.
Yeah. If we jump off on now, man, there ain't no coming back from that.
We might down the rabbit hole.
That's straight up what's gonna happen.
And like I said, we might be hanging out with Hillary Clinton and shit.
I mean, they're gonna have us somewhere on damn they're gonna have us in some daggone black bag site talking about. Where did you hear that name?
But like, damn, we're gonna be out there. Like, why am I in Cuba?
He said, yo, what you about to do with that bucket of water right there, dog? Come on,
bro. Put the jumper cables away. Come on, bro.
He said, hey, you know, if you about to charge that battery right there, you might want to put it on them jumper cables and not my nipples.
Yeah, bro. Like,
what's going on here? So okay. When it comes to legislation, right? And this is the part that fucked me up, right? So legislation will talk stuff like, oh, we gotta have stricter gun laws. We gotta take people's guns. Okay, so first off, y'all make a motherfucker get a driver's license renewed every 5 years, 10 years. Y'all got regulations so a motherfucker get a driver's license on the regular.
Driver's license, and then you got different regulations for different types of driver's license because you got your A, B, you got your class A, B, and C, CDL.
Got to have their eyes checked and shit like that. Okay, so they'll regulate your driving privileges, but when it comes to guns, they want to just completely take your shit away. I'm a law-abiding citizen. My daggone SIG ain't got no bodies on it, but I tell you, if somebody want to come up in my house at 3 a.m. talking about this party, it's about to be.
And I mean, what's the why is that a thing? Like, why is that so hard?
That's the thing.
I don't understand why. Like, they're like, oh, I don't want to register my gun. Like, okay, bro, you planning on murdering somebody? Like, bro, I don't understand that.
Let me see the serial number on that shit. Is there a serial number on that pistol?
You know, I mean, I get it. You know, motherfuckers. But I don't understand the rebel mentality because I see a lot of that. Because even at my job, I talk to dudes all the time, and they like that, bro. They're like, oh well, I that means I gotta register the gun and stuff. So you just being lazy or you're a criminal? I don't understand what's the problem. You register your thing, and then they worried about the government watching them or whatever. Bro, you have a fucking Samsung and an iPhone. What the fuck you talking about? The fuck out of here with that shit. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying, the government is always listening. Let's just be real about that.
I know they probably listen to this podcast. They're like, damn, I like these motherfuckers. They good. That part good. They good.
You probably right. They like, yo, there's some real motherfuckers right there. We just keep it real on the Chatt R Boxx Podcast, you know?
Yeah.
We just keep it real on this motherfucker because it's enough shit going on out there. It's enough fake people out in the world. We just trying to be 100 with y'all, Chatt Boxx Realm. We just trying to keep it 100 with y'all, like the kids say, you know? So my thinking is, if you upstanding and you ain't got nothing to hide, go on and register that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, damn, you know, you might, you know, motherfucker want to keep the burner. They want to keep the burner just in case they gotta murk somebody for something stupid. Apparently, I don't know. I'm guessing that's what's happening because
that's
you know
some people get down and shit like that.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, like I don't understand your logic. And if you just register your gun, they ain't gonna come and take them. But apparently they're so paranoid that these motherfuckers are just gonna pull up like the goddamn Gestapo, motherfucking like goose stepping into your house.
I'm saying, man, They not about to rappel down the side of your 1-story house and bust through the windows,
smashing the window, shooting your dog and shit. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, that's what